All right, Andy, what is our typical strategy when we go into a dryer vent cleaning job?
Typically what we do is we like to have a good amount of customer service and ask them questions. That's the first thing. Is your dryer drying clothes properly? What was your main reason for calling us out here? You want to conduct almost like a small interview first. What you want them to know and you want to make clear is that we're here to clean the vent. The vent goes from outside into the inside of the house. It's that tube, that usually about 4-inch tube, that goes into the house. You want to make sure that you get that clear, that we're not there to repair any dryers. After that, we always like to do a test run where we'll turn the dryer on if at all possible, and then one person will go outside and they'll feel it with their hand just to make sure air is flowing through at all.
How do you then determine how to clean it?
Right. Okay, that's a good question. So typically, I like to think of the longest portion of straight pipe first. So if you know that you're standing in the laundry room and you have an immediate 90-degree angle going up, and then you have another probably immediate 90-degree angle going out of the house, maybe about somewhere between 8 to 10 foot high on the outside of the house, I'm probably going to start on the outside of the house because that's just going to be a straight point of entry, and I'm going to be able to clear quite a few feet just by putting the drill and the brush head in there and going straight. I'll do that first, then I'll go on the inside of the laundry room and go ahead and go through those 90-degree angles. Usually there's one going straight up the wall and another one going another 90 pointing outside.
Yeah. Cool. And you'll go from inside and outside?
Inside and outside. So we'll just do the outside first, then we'll do the inside.
And then how do you get the lint out?
Yeah, so we have a carpet cleaning machine right behind us. Bada bing, you see that? And that thing has incredible suction on it. We buy a couple of kits that have a rotating brush on them.
All right, so whenever we do our dryer vent cleanings, we do have two options of the rotating brush that we use for our cleanings. We do think it's personal preference, whichever one you prefer. One is the screw-on type. You get the brush and you screw it on. The only thing with this is you can only go in one rotation, because as soon as you reverse it out or in, whichever way, it'll tend to come loose and then you lose this inside. So if you can kind of get used to just doing one rotation all the way in, you can allow that to work for you.
Wow.
The other option is kind of like a compression type. Compress it and you kind of lock it in there. Andy and I kind of favor this probably 99% of the time, because whether you go in right rotation or left rotation, you can kind of do either or. So that's kind of what we use.
Wow.
And you can get this on Amazon or in the link below. Thank you.
And we will basically bore out the hole, if you will, by cleaning with that brush, and then we'll take that kit and we'll try and see if we can include this on the video, where we put this plastic head that's got a little bit of a filter on it, and we'll put that on the suction head and put that up to the 4-inch pipe. And what that'll do is that'll suck everything out that's loose as we're drilling. We'll put that suction up in there, and that'll cause all that to come out. And then we can then take all the lint, put it in a bag, and we'll probably show you some of that as well.
When we're done, we hook everything back up, and then we do another test from the dryer to make sure that we have proper airflow coming out.
Yep, that there's been no obstructions. We've had it one time where just using the brush, there was already a separation in their 4-inch pipe, and it was blowing out into the attic space. It was in a business though. Our brush went through their already separated pipe. When we tested the airflow, we didn't find anything, but it was a hair salon, so we considered that maybe they just had a lot of blockage. So even though we didn't feel airflow at the beginning, we said let's clear this up and see if we can test the airflow. Well, we cleared everything that we could, tried to test the airflow again at the end, and it didn't work. Well, what happened was we had to climb up into their attic space and reconnect their pipe and seal that. Once we could seal that, then we were able to go ahead and test that airflow at the end and find that we did the job the right way.